Welcome. I am Adolf Hitler, Commander of the Third Reich. Do you have any questions for me?
What do you have against the Jews?
Well, it all started in Vienna. I tried to go to college there for art, as I had a very great passion for it. But then I got denied. And them filthy Jews. They denied me. They ruled Vienna. Ever since then, I knew that we were the superior Aryan race. Any more?
What was your childhood like?
Let's skip that one, because it was dark.
Do you have any siblings? What was that?
Well, follow me. We should find...
Help me.
You busy. You are not supposed to see that. Please, exit.
The Holocaust was an event that occurred during World War II, which resulted in 6 million Jews dead and a total of 9 million people overall. Other groups included gypsies, homosexuals, and Jehovah's Witnesses. The Nazis took them to concentration camps, gassed, shot, and tortured them through manual labor and experiments. The young, sick, old, and disabled were killed immediately.
Germany is successful.
The start of World War II began when Germany invaded Poland on September 1st, 1939. Poland was the first of the Allies to stand up and fight against Germany alone and unaided. They were fighting Germany and Soviet Russia and had a greater impact than the Britain and French together. Polish armies inflicted 16,000 losses among the German forces. 217 German tanks and 400 aircrafts were destroyed between September 1st and September 3rd. Germany, Italy, and Japan signed the Tripartite Pact, forming the Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis on September 27, 1941 in Berlin. This alliance was mainly for neutral America, forcing the United States to think twice before venturing into the Allies. Welcome, Italy.
Nice to see you, Germany.
Nice to see you too. Welcome, Japan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, we're here today to sign the Tripartite Treaty. Here's your papers. Here's your papers. These are mine. Okay. Today is September 27th, 1941. We are in Berlin, and we are going to make the Axis powers. So I'll sign first. Here you go.
Welcome to the Pearl Harbor Navy Base. We are stationed in Hawaii. This is our very impressive armory. This is where we pick up and maintain, able to keep ready at all costs. Now, follow me over here. This is where we got our newly made vehicle, actually. This is the Jeep, made explicitly for transporting soldiers anywhere, really. And here we have our naval fleet successfully doing their jobs, as always. Alright, now follow me over here, and I'll tell you exactly what our soldiers do in their meantime. Come on, recruit.
In 1941, the U.S. naval base of Pearl Harbor was attacked by a Japanese airstrike. 4 of the 8 battleships sank in the Pacific and badly damaged the rest. 2,280 total people were killed in the attack, with 1,000 100 wounded. It was a date that would live in infamy.
We are gathered here today to tell you that we've now declared war on that nation and its allies.
President Roosevelt declared war on Japan on December 8, 1941, the day after Pearl Harbor, causing the U.S. to enter World War II.
May we get through?
You will not get through, mate.
Put the gun down.
You will not get through these islands.
Jap.
On May 4, 1942, the Japanese attempted to invade New Guinea and the Solomon Islands. American and Australian naval and air forces intercepted them. The interception caused the first naval battle fought at long range. It was a confusing type of warfare. In the end, on May 8, the fight forced the invasion plans of the Japanese to be called off. The Battle of Kirks was a tank battle and the final German offensive from the Eastern Front. It was called Operation Citadel. The Nazis aimed to surround and destroy Soviet forces. Allied codebreakers sent the Soviet Union a warning and built up defense lines of trenches and minefields.
Are you ready to storm the beach?
It's time to take down Germany.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, order!
On June 6, 1944, 156,000 American, British, and Canadian forces landed on a 50-mile stretch of the Normandy coastline of France. Operation Overlord, as it was known, was the biggest military invasion in history. 54,000 Allied troops lost their lives in the battle, but the Allies were able to push the Germans out of France. D-Day was the beginning of the end of World War II. We are gathered here today to discuss the post-war plans for Germany.
We need to divide Germany.
We should only allow certain governments to form. The Yalta Conference was held in February from the 4th to 11th of 1945. Roosevelt, Stalin, and Churchill planned the final stages of World War II and agreed to the division of Europe territory. The three also agreed to demand the unconditional surrender of Germany in a post-war world.
They are coming after me. They are going to kill me.
It'll be okay, my husband. We can fight them off
How?
with the soldiers that are following us.
They do not stand a chance. And neither do we.
After learning that 500 Soviet troops were on their way to Hitler's Führer bunker, where he was hiding, he killed his wife and himself. Nazi leaders then began to surrender unconditionally, and Germany lost the war. Divots?
Yes, sir.
I have a request of you.
What is it?
I need you to drop an atomic bomb over the Japan city of Hiroshima.
On it.
August 6 of 1945, pilot Paul Tibbets dropped a 5-ton bomb over the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The explosion wiped out 90% of the city and killed 80,000 people immediately. Thousands more would die due to exposure of radiation. The bomb caused Japan to surrender, and World War II was over.
Where's the thingy thing? Danny, these are your papers.
Do we want to like bomb some stuff?
What does that
I'm
say?
not blind yet.
It was in our hands. But now, it is over.
No, you gotta square up. Okay?
Don't nobody got time for those squares.
Fight me.
I'll try
Right
to
now.
be out of here. All diamonds.
Try to.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Nobody cares. Are these bloopers?
Okay.
I'm gonna die in a hole.
That's such a mood.
Magnifico.
We did it!